My Longthorne has got a big aggressive grip and I absolutely love to shoot it. However, most people prefer a more gamey gun. Longthorne currently don't make one in the trigger plate. So today is the culmination of a series of phone calls me and Jim have had talking about and planning about a game spec trigger plate gun that they're going to do. Let's go in, we'll tell you where we're at. Morning, Jim.
Morning, Johnny.
We've discussed this project quite a bit before the film.
We have.
The barrels were the key talking point.
Yes.
These are different to standard.
29 inches long, fixed tube.
Very cute.
It's the optimum length, apparently.
Well, I'm sure other lengths are available from Longthorne, right? So, lightweight barrels.
They are.
Which means what?
They're 18.6 in the bore. At 29 inches long with that rib on, they weigh 1,350 grams, 1,380 grams.
Standard barrels weigh?
1,550.
It's a big saving.
It's a big lump of weight missing.
Okay. So we've got lightweight, fast handling barrels for walked up, worldwide game shooting, this is the ultimate worldwide field gun we're trying to build today, right?
It is. So what we're going to do some work on the stock, because at the moment it doesn't look like a stock. And we're going to trim the forend down a bit. And we're not going to use this one, we'll use another one, but we're going to trim that down a bit and make it look a bit sexier.
Okay.
Slim it out to the front, I think. A little bit underneath.
See, I don't dislike that, but I know a lot of people will, so...
And we've already got that one, so that's fine. You can have that.
Yes.
Or you can have the next one that we're going to do today.
Which could turn out quite nice.
I think so.
So, what we're going to do, what have we got in your head? Before we do that, let's do a brief history of stock shape. For a right-handed shooter, your right hand is traditionally your trigger pull-in hand and sits just behind the action. It obviously requires something to hold on to, and how this looks has changed over the years. There has been a lot of variations, but nowadays we've settled on some more common grip styles. Straight hand or English style has no deviation from the line of the bottom of the action to the bottom of the grip. It is straight hand. It's the traditional side-by-side grip and looks gorgeous. A Prince of Wales has a slight radius with an upward angled grip cap. A Woodward grip is similar, but the grip cap is parallel with the barrels, creating a slightly more open radius. You will of course be familiar with the semi-pistol grip, pommel grip, or round knob grip as it is called. And of course the current dominant grip style, the full pistol grip with a tight hand-filling radius. All have their place and everyone has their preference. Some people even go for this, but hey, it takes all sorts to make a world, right?
We'd like a more open radius grip for the game gun.
Yes.
Allows you more manoeuvrability with your hand. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
A while ago. And you're going to be using the gun in a lot of different positions that you wouldn't normally be in.
The Pheasant Kama Sutra, if you will.
Yes. Because when you're game shooting, you will be drawn to turn around further than you normally would, and you may need to reposition your hand. As in, when you turn around this far, your hand position changes because you stretch your body all out of shape.
You're going to be presented with a much wider variety of shots with potentially a lot less time to manoeuvre your footwork.
That's right. And you're not in a cage.
No.
So you don't know where the targets are coming from and you're going to have to adapt quickly.
Yeah. And across most of the world, you're not even on a peg. So,
I think if we take the basic gun shape,
so what we can make out of this.
we know that the comb height on this is relatively good. We know this is almost relatively good. We're going to go up over the top there, we're done. Like this. At the moment we've got this. I would imagine as we came down through the hand, we would come much further back, like this, with this kind of line. And we can either go this way, or we can go this way when we get to the bottom. What would you like?
I mean, first things first, we'll dip that out to be
we might
nice.
We might take some out of there. You're going for the straight hand stock lock.
I'm going to start with that.
And bring it back.
Well, you're working off the pretext of the perfect thickness for the standard grip. I think we could re-engineer or reimagine the line of how much we can then lose out the bottom to actually change our radius even further. And I can see you wincing.
No, I'm not. I've done it before. If I make a straight hand stock, that's exactly how I do it. Out of the pistol grip.
I think we could afford to open this radius up even more.
So that'd be very pretty, wouldn't it?
Well, given that practically speaking, you wouldn't get one of these potentially if you're looking for perfect fit. You're looking for versatility and beauty of line.
Yes.
So give them beauty of line. I know your engineering head saying that doesn't make much sense.
No, it does. I do believe things should look nice.
Yes.
With a pistol grip on them. With a full pistol grip and finger indents and a little thumb hole. And
yes.
then it would be
and then
perfect.
glue so your hand never moves.
The perfect game gun. Okay, we'll go with what you say.
Well, let's give it a try.
I'm a believer. And anyway, it's only an extra grade piece of wood.
Well, yeah, I when we discussed this on the phone, you said you were going to do this to some balsa wood. Not to what would most people would be their dream
piece of wood.
Timber.
It's not bad actually, that piece of wood, is it? It looked worse before I cut it up. I imagined it was going to come out worse, not better.
Well, worse.
It didn't come out worse, it came out better.
Well, suddenly the onus is not to cock this up quite as much as it was before.
Yes, so that I've got your idea of your line back here. And that is there, and we know that that's actually quite a lot thinner through there, so that's fine. I'm going to make it parallel to begin with. And we're just going to do that and go, my God, that's a lot of wood to cut off.
Well, I'm just making it easy so you can saw it. That's your line you're taking there.
That's right, that's the one there. That's yours?
Yeah.
That's the one with a J on it, see?
Well, no, I'll just...
That's not...
I'm shut up. I'm going to get out of the way.
No, I'm just doing...
Let the gun maker do his gun making. I'm going to go stand outside in the warm and sun.
I might be leaving some on, Johnny, just so that just in case we have got it right or wrong. Let's take it to the bandsaw.
I should probably chip in. I tell you what, this is a lot nicer process to watch with not your piece of wood.
It's a bit more difficult to hold now. Might be the width through the hand that's doing it.
No, I think maybe such a radiusing would be wise. Should we get rasping?
You can rasp.
You can use machines.
I'm going to grind. So if you want to do the first half...
But kind of get it somewhere in the right line. Take a bit of bulk off and then we'll work a shape in with a file.
I'm not going to do it all the way down to...
Well, I know you are...
I probably might take it all the way to size, we'll see. I did have somebody commenting about this the other day. I never see you anything without anything but power tools. That's
well,
because, well, I'm old.
Just in terms of process and line, put the thumb in, just a touch, not too much, just to put the thumb in a little bit. I think in terms of the overall line, we could probably come straighter out of the bottom edge before we curve. That's fine. I think put the thumb in, get a hand position, then chop this off and figure out the lines at the back end of the gun, and then we'll refine the grip once we've got the rest of the lines.
Anytime you feel like jumping in?
Yeah, thanks. I find it strange that maybe I am too young and too obsessed with the old ways, and you're old and progressive.
Yeah, it is a bit odd.
Yeah, it is odd. Your stock bolt angles down quite viciously, doesn't it?
It does. It's in the bottom of it. So we grab another action, pinch them out there.
There's loads of room.
You have. You can make a very slim grip out of it, and you can turn it up a little bit higher, or you can turn it down.
Slimming up now.
We'll take the face down a bit, and then we'll come back to this.
Sounds good to me. We'll take a bit off the back here anyway.
See, I just find it easier to work that way.
My brain doesn't work so well that way. That probably sounds stupid, but everyone sees the shape coming together in a different way.
I know. I can't see I couldn't do what you're doing. See how that feels, Mr. Carter?
I'll take it straighter out before and then have a harsher curve on it. We're in a bit too beautiful in line. You can actually take it straight and actually create a radius a little later on. Yeah. So where we've got the bend a little early, let's do quite the other way. Did we decide on whether we were going wood?
Oh, that's up to you.
Wells?
I like it that way.
With that way, you're then having to cut a lot of stock out.
You are.
Whereas if we took it that way,
Flatter.
we can then have a little bit more meat on the bottom of the gun.
Still a lot of grip there, isn't there?
We've got a lot of stock bolts, so yeah, we could quite happily do that. And you've got plenty of grip for everybody.
We'll cut this much off to begin with.
Right, that all the way to the back.
Then you can choose what we're going to do after that. How's that?
Slowly that stock weight's going to match the barrel weight. Slowly but surely.
It's not bad at all. Holds your wrist in a funny position, but that's a game gun.
I don't hate that in the slightest. Very shootable.
Your hand is right off the end now.
Yeah, but it's a game gun, so you don't need. You're not looking for that. Not only me in optimum position. You think actually you'll be stood like this. Bird comes over.
Ringing its neck. It's perfect.
Just take a bit off the face, and we'll be ready to go. Yeah, it's in the right sort of ballpark.
So we'll take it all off the outside.
I'd rather have it off the inside, but we sit slightly either side of that rib. It's going to be a compensation for either of us.
Well, it is. It's a game gun, isn't it? So you're gonna mount it badly, whatever you do.
I'll tell you what. I've got some inspiration over here.
Yes, but they were designed to not fit anybody.
No, they fit a man with a big beard and a large woolen trench coat.
This is the bit I hate doing because it's now going to look completely wrong.
From the highest mountain to the deepest well.
So you may have realised that Jim and I had pretty different views on what a stock should look like. Jim has obviously built hundreds of guns. The majority to date have been sidelock guns built with whatever stock the client requires or desires, including a vast amount of game stocked guns. However, to concretely plan an off-the-shelf design for the new trigger plate model is a big deal. Once it's done, it's more or less done. Conflict throughout this process was inevitable. But unsurprisingly, we were finding plenty of common ground.
There.
Yes, commit to the most slender. Commit to slenderness.
It's just way too small.
Commit. I see.
It's made for little tiny hands.
Yeah, that's what I usually say.
It'll be dark when Sasha's filming this and we're trying to get that last little bit out of it. I'll just thin this down and then you can decide on your own.
Oh, so what you're saying is if I accidentally go through to the stock bolt, that's my fault?
Yeah.
No worries. All of your stocks start out life like this, right?
Yep.
You make them all, make a prototype, scan it, and then reproduce something similar and then finish it by hand.
Yes.
Oh, that was easy.
Now I'm going to make it so that I don't expose the bolt.
One day, if we're lucky enough, they will name this after us. The Stuart grip.
Yes. Could turn out to be the prettiest gun ever. Or the ugliest gun ever. I better put some shape into it before he gets back.
What are you doing? That's a hand tool. Yeah, I have like a 2 or 3 mil step down before it flicks into the straight of the stock. Feeling it? Hate it? Yeah.
No, I like that. I like that. I just don't like that angle.
If I put no pressure on this, it makes no marks.
Yeah, that's good wood.
Should we just fit it on there?
Yeah,
Doing
it's
it
easy to work to, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
Screws, I will go and find those.
This process is being a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I understand that we're working to a lot of preconceived notions because there's a certain way a game gun should look and feel given the 200-year history that they have of being a thing. But it's kind of fun to have a free hand in what looks good, what doesn't look good. For me, as a learning process of what to yes and what to no in terms of stock design and shape for game guns, it's been great fun.
I think we could put the wood back on there, lift it up a bit. I think it'd be much better look, to be honest. If you look from over there, as you approach it, it could just seem to be, it's fine.
Hold on. Just look at that. That will be a beautiful line when this is all less rotund.
I believe you, Mr. Carter. No, actually, I don't mind it. Oh.
We'll change that.
You've got no ejectors in it.
All cartridges.
I quite like that now.
I mean,
I think that's better.
it's getting there.
Before, I didn't like it as much, but now that you've actually turned it down a little bit.
It needs... There's a fine line, isn't there? Like, you can be fat and you can be thin, but somewhere in the middle is really awkward, Sash, isn't it? This workbench is intolerably low. I worked on one of these for a few years before completely converting my workshop when I first started.
Before becoming that tall.
When I grew up! Because you can't, like, feel it.
I can.
No.
No, I can.
Yes.
You can't.
4 more hours of filing, filming and bickering later, we had landed on a decent stock shape we both agreed on. And what's more, we were both happy with it. Channel members will have seen the highs and lows along the way. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
Oh, do you want me to put it in the gym way? I quite like it my way. But now, it was time to pick a forend. So it's very different to how they usually come out of the machine. This is a standard Longthorne stock with the deep pistol grip. I love shooting this. I really love shooting the grip tech. But you know what? The majority of people don't want that. Aren't fans of it. They're just happy to go and enjoy the process of shooting. And to be honest, prefer a more traditional look. So we have created this. Look how much thinner it is. The whole stock I'd love to weigh pound for pound against it. Obviously wood can weigh different anyway, but it's quite a different feel.
You've got 13 minutes 51 seconds to lunch, and
So we best.
I believe every good gun-making movie should come with lunch. And there could be wine.
Woo.
Or beer.
How very French.
Or both. I think we should really get to a point where we
Are happy.
not sure where we're happy, and then sit down and discuss it for 2 hours.
That is how all the best things are made.
Procrastination.
People on think tanks are paid a lot of money.
We need to take something here.
But it's got to be replicatable by machine, or else this gun will be more money. And the whole point of us and the original conversation was to make this affordable. Again, you can produce any gun for anyone, but that's not the point here. This needs to be the same price so that someone can, when they tick the boxes, can go, this is a little bit modern looking for me, I'll have the tradition stock. So thinning down the other forend and shortening it looks horrific. The depth of the forend iron, which isn't deep at all, because just where the action is so shallow and everything else is quite slim, just looks a bit odd. So this is their other forend style they do. Anyway, they're putting the metalwork in that one. Let's go get a second opinion.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I think it's the line I would like to have, because it's slimmer at the front when you look over the top. You know, when you get that look to it. But I also like the tapered forend, because that just feels way too chunky, and it's not.
The other one feels thinner.
The other one feels thinner because of the tapered sides.
I get that it might look a little bit more front heavy.
But it feels nice. It works properly.
Yeah, well that one with the ½ inch off looks totally different. Wait 2 minutes, Sash, and let's let Owen do his job. Is this indeed the best of both worlds?
Oh, it kind of suits the barrels a bit better. 29-inch barrels. With the 32-inch barrels on, you can afford to have this much more wood hanging down the barrels.
Well, we changed our minds, didn't we, Jim?
Again and again.
The forend is the forend that we both didn't like the feel of so much, but the look was right. And we've done so much other stupid stuff to this gun for the look being right.
You can't ignore the look.
And so we went with the slim London American style forend.
Because it's slim this way.
It's slim that way and slim the other way.
And it's slim that way.
It looks good.
It goes with the lines of the gun.
Yeah, I mean, we've come this far. At this point, I'm going to leave shortly after putting this wood on, and then we're going to come back when the elves have finished it. Next, maybe a little thin. Maybe that was a mistake on our part.
I would hate it if it was any wider through there.
No, just for the look.
Yeah, but for the look, it is why I like it that way.
Well, I like it. It's just different. Everything looks different outside, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to look different again now.
Right, let's give it a whirl. Go on. Yeah.
I like it. I think that's a nice piece of wood.
I think with everything you create, you need to leave it alone for a week before you start assessing. So at this point, I'm just being hyper judgmental.
I like it. I like it. I like what you've done. Without your direction, I would have left it with a great big pistol grip and something you can get hold of. And now look at it. It looks like a game gun. £7.5, something like that.
Not bad for a 29-inch fixed stroke gun. And this wood is heavy as hell. It's not bad because its balance point is
Relatively somewhere in the middle of where your hands are going to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you're after, generally speaking, isn't it? Thank you for letting me be involved. That was good fun. Some time has passed, Jim, and we're here at Barbary to test the completed game gun.
The game gun.
The first thing I notice, that's not the piece of wood that we were filing away in your workshop. What has happened since I saw you last?
I like this one better.
That's not the answer I was looking for. I was hoping for more of a technical, you've scanned it in.
Okay, well, we made the other one and we made a few adjustments to it and then we scanned it and then we reconstructed it in the computer again.
Just to even up the lines.
When you make this section by hand, it can be a little bit wavery. You can stand there flattening it off and doing all the rest of it, but I didn't. I copied the grip, cut it off there, redrew this bit, and I wanted a checkered heel on it, so
you designed that too?
I designed that too. And you reconstruct it, remachine it, and then you're getting something that's production ready, rather than
one off
every time. It's going to be the same. Not going to be the same.
Looks like you've beefed it up a little bit.
We've gone a little bit thicker through the hand.
Yeah, just for strength.
Strength, and I think for comfort as well.
Okay.
It's very nice having the really slim grip on it, but it is a bit more comfortable if it's a bit bigger.
Yeah. Factory finished stock.
Factory
this is now what they will all come out like.
Yes.
The forend is the slim forend.
It's
slightly
the slim forend.
remachined.
Yes. We played a lot with the forend and we couldn't quite make up our mind. I personally would have it with the tapered forend.
It looks better that way though.
But this looks, when you look at it, it looks the part.
Does look well.
So, you know, it's a nice piece of wood. It all blends in.
I'm proud I was involved in this one.
Me too. I'm glad you were there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
No.
I would have left it with a full pistol grip on it because that's what all guns should look like.
Should we shoot it, see if it actually works, see if we like it?
I think it'd be a good idea.
On paper, it feels...
It's got...
Oh,
there was one more thing. Because we got so excited with the lines of the gun, we changed the safety catch.
Because the standard safety catch is practical, big.
And it's really, really positive and good. This one, it works exactly the same.
Yeah.
But the top of it fits the lines of the gun, look at it.
It's rounded, smooth,
it's more rounded, smoother,
racy.
Yeah, lower profile.
This is a Formula 1 gun, but it's made
feels
of
like a
steel,
Formula 1
not carbon fibre and titanium.
Yeah, the next one.
The next one. Get in, go on. Left to right crosser standard, right to left Batu on report. Nice. Nice.
So I looked at the target.
It helps to do that. Feels good, like it feels lighter than
It moves quick.
7.5.
It moves quick.
Oh.
Perfect.
I think that is a great thing.
It takes a bit getting used to compared to the other thing with a rubber pad and the big grip. I'm not used to it.
It's very natural.
It
It's
is.
extremely natural to shoot. It's a game gun.
You've got to make sure you mount it. I just, on the first shot with it, it was out of my shoulder and all kinds of weird things because it's that long since I've shot anything with a checkered heel.
You do have to use your body.
And turn your body into it, yes.
The gun fit's good, I like this.
Yeah, it is. It's a very natural shot to shoot those. That would be a nice crossing bird.
Plenty of comb height, so you can see a good bit of rib. I like the little blending bit into the thing, like it all just
I think we're going to
feels-
do that on all the guns now from now on. I like this. It's going to be, it just looks nice. You know, there's no reason not to do
just
it.
a little blend from polish to there's no reason not to, other than it's a little bit extra work. But building a gun's
In the
a
grand
little bit
scheme of
extra
things,
work.
it really looks good on that gun.
Well done. This is
I know,
a good
well
thing.
done you. I think I wouldn't have done it. If you'd have said to me, make me a straight hand stock.
It's not straight hand. There's a lump in it.
Yes, well, it's a Woodward style grip.
It's a Longthorne grip.
It's a Longthorne grip.
It's the Carter Stewart
Yes.
grip.
Yeah.
In 100 years' time, they'll be talking about how
They
amazing
will
that
have
idea was.
they'll have templates for this stock, and they'll go, you should have this much drop in the comb, for your thumb, and they
If
will
you
go.
don't do
They'll have
that, it's not right.
and if you don't do that, it's not a Carter Longthorne.
Well, I suggest we put the shot cam on and
Shoot
do
some
an epic
more
montage.
easier stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
some closer targets. What's that, Johnny?
It's a shot cam, Jim.
Is he going to scratch my barrels?
Is it going to scratch your barrels? It's a good question. No, it's got rubber bits.
Will it move?
Hopefully not. If it does, I've not done it up tight enough. That's what I've learnt so far.
Oh, okay. Looks good, doesn't it? It's going to make the barrels heavy, isn't it?
Usually on my gun, no. My gun weighs quite a lot anyway.
Yeah.
I only really notice it on some targets. I'm going to say some. On my gun where it's really big and fairly slow anyway, just because of the big weight of it. On a really quick close thing, you could notice. You have to give it a very slight, tiny bit more shove.
On this one, you won't notice it then because it's very quick already.
We put it on the titanium gun and
Oh yeah, you didn't notice it.
it's fine. It's, you know it's there because you can't put a weight on your gun without it changing the balance. But unless you are the most particular person in the world, it probably won't change your shooting ability.
But it's worth it for the footage we get.
Mate, I've not used it the last 2 times I went out, and actually it's kind of weird not being able to look back and go, ooh, ah.
Oh, that's what I was doing wrong.
And it is going to be interesting to have a look at the footage from this and see if I move it completely differently to my gun.
Yeah. Barrels are really short, aren't they?
I mean, it definitely moves differently.
No, I mean, it didn't reach your foot.
Yeah, I was going to go. This is, I think, conveniently.
I had the same problem.
Like, my stock's quite long, my barrel's quite long, and you can then knock your elbow on the top and your barrel's on your toes.
No, I
which is
noticed.
probably bad practice, but this is
It just didn't reach your foot, did it?
Sasha size, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't shoot it like a 9-pound sporter.
Nope.
The sight pictures are different where it's fast. It sounds stupid. You can pull away and close up on targets really quickly.
It moves
It-
very, very swiftly.
It doesn't hang around.
But you need to operate it differently.
Yes, that's the answer. If you're expecting it to be the same, it's not.
No,
But
it's
actually, I got straight in, and a pair I'd never seen, bang, bang, broke it.
And then you thought about breaking them, and
And-
you didn't.
Yes, suddenly, it's a game gun. It's
It's a
designed
game
to be
gun.
shot in a gamey way.
Yeah.
Go on, have a pair, a couple of pairs.
It's designed to be shot in anger.
Yes. So that sight picture on A, to me, looks twice as big as I think it should. Because the gun is faster. I know it sounds stupid.
Please say yes.
Just get on and break it. Because it's a game gun.
Because it's a game gun.
Shoot it like a
You
game
can't
gun.
shoot it like a clay gun.
I mean, the nuances of guns. I know I've shot a lot of guns, so have you. I mean, I've shot, I'd hate to think how many different types of shots of guns I have, but the more now I understand about the visual side of shooting, the more I realise how different they truly are if you understand the process and moves.
It's
If
the
you
gun.
don't,
Yeah,
they're
the,
all the
the
same.
gun alters it.
Massively. Like
It's
the
not-
sight picture difference in my head there is twice the lead I'm giving with this as I would with mine because of the way the gun's moving.
Yeah.
Bizarre,
It's
isn't it?
accelerated a lot quicker. So as you're pulling away from it,
Because
it's
my
making a
head
big
is actually
gap.
going on timing, not on sight picture. Although I think it's going on sight picture. It's probably going on a sight picture before I'm where
So-
I think I be.
I'm shooting it. Has it hit the front edge of it? I'm pulling the trigger.
Yeah, I feel like I'm giving that a meter. Like,
Yeah.
but I know I'm not because that would miss it.
Yep.
I think you did a good thing. I'm going to say it once more. Like, I'd be tempted because that grip is so large for hand filling. Not large. That grip is.
The ergonomic shape
Yeah, it
a
uses
grip
your
should
hand.
be. Yeah, it does. You can fit your hand into it. Look at this. It's not perfect, right? So if you've got this line now, keep keep it tucked in. That's fine. But I would prefer it See what happens though, to get your wrist straight, you have to lift your elbow. And that's not what you want, because you want to be tucked in.
Yeah, I don't mind
So
it.
with a pistol grip though, your hand comes around that much more.
Drops your elbow into a better position. But
For control.
I think there might have to be a discussion about a new stock. There's another spare stock.
A spare stock, yeah.
Yeah, I'll treat
Well,
myself.
hey, guess what? The good thing about it is you can.
Yeah,
You can put that stock on your gun because they're all interchangeable.
which is perfect. Just make one with a bit more.
Wood.
Not a lot, to be fair. Like, it feels quite. It's short, but it doesn't feel.
No, it's not overly short.
Because you have to bully it because it's that whippy anyway.
Yeah.
You don't want to be.
It doesn't want to be able to mount it quick as well. You don't want to be having it too long. If you're going to use it as a game gun, you definitely don't want it 2
I'll go
inches
like
longer.
15 and 3/8, something like that.
Yeah.
Half an inch shorter than my other gun. It takes some holding back. Not a lot, just a little bit on those. What's that, 10 yards, that A-bird?
Maybe 6. It's not very far away. Watch it. You going to shoot it?
Yeah, of course. Cool. Cool. I feel at this point like a premium quality shell is a bit of an overkill.
No, I think the pieces that you made were just the right size.
I agree. But I think this is a good thing. I'm going to leave my conclusion there. If you want like an actual breakdown, it is, this moves extremely well. Like any 29 lightweight barrel fixed choke gun that balances where it should, just in front of the hinge, you can't go wrong. The grip is wonderful, you designed it. Everything else is wonderful, you designed it.
Yeah, it
Have
works.
fun. I'm going to go and save my dog.
Well, this certainly goes down as a top 10 gun moment. Getting to design a gun in conjunction with one of my favourite gun makers. What makes it even better is that all those years of playing with guns, reviewing guns, and deciding what I do and don't like actually paid off. This gun feels great, shoots great, and hey, what's more to say? This was a success.